So this is Ukrainian Paska. It's a delicious bread, and we start by getting the yeast active and bubbly. So I have half a cup milk that is warm, and I mix 1 teaspoon sugar with it, and the yeast goes on top. In about 10 minutes, this is what you get. So we take the flour and mix in the salt and sugar. And the yeasted milk goes right next to it. So we're going to start kneading this first. You can do it by hand, but I'm using the machine today. So in goes the eggs, the butter, and the milk. So the milk here is mixed with saffron, so it is going to look a little creamy. So at low speed, we slowly mix everything in. And once it kind of comes together, we might have to scrape the sides of the bowl a few times. And if it's going to be a sticky dough, so you add a little bit more flour. And you have to keep scraping the sides a few more times. So now the dough is pulling back from the bowl. At this point, you can finish kneading in the bowl, or I just wanted to show you all what we are expecting from the dough. So take it out, knead it a few times by hand, and it is a sticky dough. You can see how it sticks to the sides. And this dough is a little wetter than usual, and that is a good thing. So, but here, this is what we're looking for. Take a piece out and stretch it slowly, gently, and it's going to stretch quite a bit. And see how it is. It lets the light pass, and that is the stage that we're looking for. Roll it into a ball and place it in an oiled bowl, and we are going to let it sit covered for about 1 to 2 hours until it gets doubled in volume. So I'm coating the pan with oil. So this is a non-stick pan, but oil still helps. All right, so here our dough is doubled. It is more than doubled, and it's all puffed up. So you're going to punch it down and knead a couple times in the bowl itself, and then put it on a floured board. We're going to divide it into 2. So 2 equal pieces, and the one piece you set aside, and the other one you're going to form it into a disc. So I'm using my hands to do that today, but you can use a rolling pin. And perfect shape doesn't matter, because it's going to expand as it bakes. So push it to the sides, and then the other piece of dough, we're going to cut it into 4 pieces. 1 small piece and 3 equal-sized pieces. Then we're going to roll out those 3 equal pieces into long rope. Each of them are going to be rolled out into 16, 18 inches long. And then press one end of all those 3 together, and we're going to braid them. The shape doesn't have to be very pretty at this point, because when it bakes, it is going to even out. And you can stretch it and wiggle it as you braid it. So eventually we get to the other end. And the dough has a tendency to spring back. So keep gently pulling it as you braid it. So now we have a long braid. You can stretch it out at this point too. And we place it on top of the disc. And you can stretch it and connect both ends. The other piece, again, you're going to roll it out and divide it into two. And we're going to make a cross with it. Now, you don't have to make a cross, but that's the traditional one. So you could do a rosette or just a spiral, something to fill the hole in there. So you place it right in the middle, and then again you're going to make sure that you tuck the ends properly so it comes out looking nice when it bakes. So that proves for another 30 minutes, and while that happens, you preheat the oven and you make an egg wash. And brush the egg wash on top of the raisin bread. And I have actually sprinkled some sugar, but that's totally optional. Coarse sugar or pearl sugar will work really nice here. And this goes into a 350-degree oven for about 30 minutes. And this is what you end up with. The bread has more than doubled. Happy Easter.